almost 15 years ago, it was basically the opposite of what it is today. Almost everything was made by Valve, and it actually took a couple years before we started seeing third-party titles. And that's actually what we're going to check out today, is one of the very first third-party titles that was on Steam. Now, while Portal and everything else that was in the orange box came out around the same time as this game, you could probably play all those Valve titles and have a really good time. However, this game has not stood up to the test of time. I'm not sure if it was good back then. I would probably have to get some sort of a Windows XP environment to test that out on, and I'm not sure if I'm willing to put that much effort into this game. But let's see what a modern attempt at playing this game looks like. Vigil, Blood Bitterness. Now, from what I can tell, this game came out late 2006 or possibly 2007, according to the Steam page. And back then, I'm pretty sure widescreen was fairly standard with most games. However, not this. We're seeing nothing here because none of the cutscenes work, so I exited out of that. Now, what I do know is right-click lets us do things, but apparently that's the sound of failure, so we need to do something else. I must go and see Gomend. He will show me the way. Can't do anything. As you can see, there's a big X in the upper left-hand corner telling me no. So let's go over here and click on this. Very basic controls. We have left click to go places and right click to do things. We got these big circle thingies on the floor. In the menus, there's a few instruction things, and I know that praying is a big thing, and they showed some dude praying in one of these thingies, so... okay. We are praying. Nothing is happening. We got this Darth Vader-ish dude, from what I can tell. He's got a big white helmet thingy. And we're in this space church, I assume. Probably would have gotten some storyline from the cutscene. Got some kind of an altar or something flopping around up on the thingy thing up here, up the stairs. I'm praying my knees off and nothing's happening though, so let's approach the thing. Maybe that's a corpse? Something's happening, I don't know. Alright, so I eventually found out you can view the videos in VLC, so that became slightly helpful, and I mean very slightly, because anytime you want to alt-tab out of this game, or just switch from it if you have it windowed, it screws everything up. You are kind of boned. It's one of those situations where your resolution flops around and you're like, what? Okay, something has happened. The corpse has descended into a hole, and there it goes. I love the way the game looks though, and I wish it didn't suck. Now, even though something happened, I'm gonna go ahead and pray in all these little circles, just because I can. Eventually I found out that there's like different symbol thingies at the top of each one, and one of them means that it's my special symbol and something will happen if I pray at it, and the others don't do anything. This I thought was like some kind of interactable thing, since it kind of gave me a different view, but I was never able to interact with those thingies, even though they appear multiple times throughout the game. Anywho, let's go back through this way. I think that's a corpse in that yellow stuff. They seem to be wanting to draw attention to it, given the, sticky outiness of it. This is not one of the symbols that has the special thingy at the top. However, I'm pretty sure it is what we need to do. So, yeah, just wait for it. Noises are happening. And, there we go. Walk through this door here. And then go over yonder. Like this. And And that's the end of Act 1. Now, from what I can tell, this is a 4-act game, and that was ridiculously short. However, I'm gonna tell you now, I never got past Act 2. And not just because it takes frickin' forever for the objects to load. You would think this would be something that would have been sped up slightly by modern computing. However, I don't know what's happening, if it's like assembling each pixel by hand or something, but it is taking forever. And I wanted you to feel my pain, because I had to do this a lot because I failed a lot in Act 2. So this is where I found out about, hey, those symbols are, that one's mine. Because I go in here and it's some kind of weird space church bedroom thing, and we got these beds here, and it says, this bed belongs to this fella, and he was meant to defend us. And that symbol doesn't do anything when I pray on it. This is this guy's bed, and his symbol doesn't do anything when I pray on it. And it takes forever to see this stuff, and you gotta listen to the Darth Vader breathing. Something must have happened to this guy, because we see the big red splotch of blood. And, yep, over here, this is my bed. This is my symbol up here. When I see that, I know, get on your knees and get busy, because something will likely happen on that symbol. Well, I'm clicking on the camera eye apparently there. Okay, so here's some symbols, and notice I'm praying here, nothing's happening. I go over here, and it clicks in my brain, finally. Only pray on your own symbol, because nothing's gonna happen otherwise. The difficulty is really starting to ramp up when we get to this room here, or rather it's a hallway, which is just a long room, I guess, but we have these stinky red things. Apparently I'm told they smell bad, and if we touch them we will die, so avoid them. And that one was tricky there at the end, almost got me. Eventually you end up in this library, and I really thought that I was getting somewhere. Let's wander around. We got a lot of stuff going on, lots of colors to draw our eye, and if you click on these little notes just right, it'll show you a cinematic that you can't view, but also a note which speaks of a hidden thing. And I searched and searched, but I could not find the bookcase. There was one obvious bookcase, but it did not let me through. And I swear I shut all the doors, which it seems to say I needed to do, so I don't know what I did wrong. Eventually something killed me though, and I had to start over, and when I started over, I didn't have any subtitles, which made it even harder to play, because now I don't have videos and I don't have subtitles. So even if I figure something out, and I did run into some extra puzzle things, I thought, oh, maybe this would have helped me, but I couldn't read what was happening, so I don't know what was happening. I even tried restarting the game multiple times, and I don't understand what happened to the subtitles and why they never came back, but I apparently did something to the game that just made it impossible to see the subtitles ever again. And then on top of that, this happened, and the game crashed. So, yeah, this game might be playable if you have WinXP installed somewhere, but otherwise, don't bother.